Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I've not been able to make the change, Brent, going back to the old headsets. I couldn't do it.
That's fine.
And you look very professional with those fancy new headsets.
You. They just fit my ears better.
I just can't do it. I'm kind of like, I don't know what we're going to do when we run out of the old ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, I'm with you lots of times, and that is change. You know, you change, you have to change, and sometimes I don't like change.
I know. I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
How you folks doing out there? Be careful. Drive careful.
Oh, boy.
It's soupy out there. The fog is pretty thick today.
I was out here till after 11:30 last night, and I went out to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I tell you what, between 11 and 11:30, it really socked in here in Broken Bow. I want to say it was even just a tad thicker going home last night at 11:30 than it was coming out here this morning. Wow.
I walked out this morning. I don't know if you noticed it. I think they've been burning the trees up on the Reservoir Hill, which is a good time to do it with the snow on the ground.
That's what I was smelling.
Yes.
Okay. I walked outside and I kind of, smelled something. I'm like, wow, what is that?
I think so.
I started sniffing around my car. I'm like, it's not my car, is it?
Folks, I don't think it's your car.
That would make sense. Okay, yeah.
But my first thought was, oh, gosh, just my first glance when I headed to the car was, that fire must have got some water on it or something and really raised up some smoke, because I thought the fog was actually the smoke, because the smell was really strong of smoke, but it was fog and maybe a little smoke. I don't know. So that's exciting for us guys. Folks, just kind of realize that Brent and I don't really have exciting lives. And so when we think we smell smoke or we see smoke, it's very exciting.
Yeah, kind of.
And then what turns out to be fog gives us something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. It creates content for the breakfast show.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're going to have a little celebration tonight for the first time in a long time. On this Friday the 13th, we don't have a ball game.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So we've got to have a sport of some kind, right?
I guess.
So the crew is set up. I guess it'll be a competition tonight. I don't know. I've never done this before, but we're going to go throw axes.
Yes, that's what I understand. Yeah.
And there's a place here in town where you can throw axes.
Yeah. Yeah. Old high school buddy of mine, and now has lived in the area for a long time. Many of you know him, Kendall Techmeyer. He has. I don't know. I don't think during the summertime this guy's even home. He was going every weekend to festivals and stuff and setting up the axe kickers.
Axe kickers
is the name. Yes. So yeah, we're Kendall has kind of worked with us. We're going to have a little get together and throw axes on Friday the 13th, which with radio people, which you put all of those things together, and it just kind of sounds scary.
It does.
But we're going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of a celebration. And I should say this. We're having a celebration because 2,000 2022 was such a great year here at the radio station, working with all of our business partners and all the things we're able to cover. And so we're just going to kind of reset. So we're going to go throw some axes, not at one another,
No,
but at a wall,
that's not
I guess.
the plan anyway.
And then go have a little something to eat. And we don't often get Fridays where we don't have coverage of something. So we're going to do that. So hopefully we'll all be back on Monday with all of our parts.
Yes. Yeah, I hope so.
Let's see here. Oh, birthdays. Amy Mendoza. Might remember Amy as Amy Yancey. And she is celebrating her birthday today. Smiley picture there. Tom Shea.
Wow. Tom, happy birthday.
Man, that number's scary, isn't it? It just makes us feel a little bit like time is flying by here.
I saw the number, and I'm like, I'm old.
Tom Shea.
Yeah.
39 today.
I know.
That's crazy.
I can't really believe that.
Rebel Hunt. Let me just look at her picture. Oh, she I don't know what birthday she's having, but she looks like she's about 22 years old, something like that. But I think she might be slightly older than that. But she's celebrating her birthday down at the bank today. Stop in, unless she's taking her birthday off. I don't know. Happy birthday, Rebel Hunt. Birthdays that are being celebrated on the, I guess you call them stars.
Celebrity birthdays.
Yeah, thanks. Celebrity birthdays. As soon as I get to the page here. Hold on. It's coming. There we go.
What is the status now to be called a celebrity?
Well,
I mean, do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, because when you've read through these, now there are some names that you read, say in the music world or the entertainment world, that you read their name and you're like, oh wow, yeah, I've seen him in this movie or seen her in that movie, or think about all the hits that this person has put out. But then you read other names where you and I look at each other and go, who is that?
well, that's because we're older.
Oh. Okay.
I keep thinking when I look these up in the morning and kind of mark the ones we're going to highlight, we should probably start doing the ones we don't know, because the younger people out there that might be listening will know them very well. But it's like when they give the top 10 pop songs of the year, and I'm going, I don't know any of those. It's our age, I think, and our tastes.
Okay.
But I think you'll recognize this one for sure. Trace Adkins.
Oh, yeah, country music singer and actor. It does a lot of acting now.
Yeah. He's 61. He's currently playing in the Monarch series. Mm-hmm. And then we have Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, sure. Actor.
57 today. Dr. McDreamy. Derek Shepard. He also starred in movies called Can't Buy Me Love, Valentine's Day, and Sweet Home Alabama. I do remember that one. And currently stars in Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted.
Oh, Disney movie, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. And Natalie Dyer. She plays Nancy Wheeler in the Netflix series Stranger Things, which everybody's watching that. Yeah.
All right.
So those are some birthdays that you might recognize those folks. And happy birthday to you if you're having a birthday today. Again, please be careful out there with the fog. Visibility is low. And I think most people's newer cars, they probably have it set on automatic so the lights come on when it's dark and shut off when you leave the car. But if you don't have one of those, remember to shut your lights off when you get out of the vehicle. I mentioned that earlier. I think almost every one of us has done that one time or another and found out we left the lights on. That's not good, especially if you don't have jumper cables.
Yeah.
Or a friend.
True. Yes.
Even if you have jumper cables and you don't have a friend, you're out of luck.
It does, yeah. The jumper cables alone don't do you much good unless they're connected to something else.
Yeah, somebody that would
Correct.
be willing to help you.
Yeah.
If you don't have any friends, we'd recommend the Breakfast Show would recommend one of those boosters that you can have that you don't have to have a friend.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure it's charged up.
Yeah, it doesn't do you any good otherwise. On Monday, we're going to be visiting with somebody you're pretty excited about talking to.
I am excited about this.
Bob Wurz. We've had him on the show once before when he was talking about his book about his life in baseball, and you might just hit some highlights. He's been next to professional baseball for many years and actually grew up in the Halsey area, and he still loves this area, but his storied career with baseball is amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah. I was telling you this was a few years ago. I was coming back from, I was actually covering an American Legion baseball game, and I'm driving home, so I'm scanning the radio like many of us do, and I come across the Royals. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to listen to the Royals for a while. And Denny Matthews, who, my goodness, how many years now has Denny been calling Royals baseball?
Long time.
My goodness. So Denny's behind the mic, and all of a sudden he welcomes in Bob to visit. And they spent, I want to say, at least 3 innings just talking to one another, and and calling the game too. But oh my goodness, the stories that they were sharing, it was a treat. But yeah, he is. He's been all over the game of baseball. Has worked for Major League Baseball. Worked in the commissioner's office, I think.
Yes.
Didn't he? And was with the Royals organization, I think, for many years. So he, he's had a very storied career in Major League Baseball. But his love for the game started right here in the Sandhills, and it's pretty neat how that love for baseball inspired him to go on and do what he did.
Yeah. He graduated from the University of Nebraska in 1959, grew up in Halsey, and used to come to Broken Bow. He told us last time he remembered, coming to Broken Bow, which was a big deal. They come all the way down from the Halsey area, pick up some supplies and so forth, and he remembers going by the radio station because it was up in 49. So, that's pretty cool. He's got those roots. And now he's written another book just about that. And it's called My Nebraska, Rich Memories of Growing Up in Rural Nebraska Decades Ago. So he left the Midwest in 1974. So he got his career started after that, really digging into baseball. But he does not forget how much he enjoyed growing up here. So we're going to talk with him on Monday in the 9 o'clock hour. It's going to be fun. He's a great talker. Just yesterday,
I've never met him, never visited with him. Brad Shin, out of the kindness of his heart, gave me one of his books to read, and it was kind of about the book that I read was kind of started with his childhood, and then takes us to when he started working for Major League Baseball and such. This is a great read. I've never visited with the guy or met him, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that we'll have time. I would love to ask him some questions about the game of baseball today and some of the changes of the game, because I read yesterday, I believe, that AAA baseball, have you heard this? AAA baseball is going to go to the electronic strike zone.
Oh, I read where they were considering that. I didn't hear that they're going to do it.
So, I mean, doesn't that lead you to believe that it's coming to the major leagues?
Boy, I hope not.
Pretty soon.
I hope not.
But, questions like that, things like the shift,
yeah,
how it changed the game, and now they're going to try to get away from the shift, right? I think this year.
Which I'm in favor of personally. Are you?
Yes, I am. But the shift didn't bother me like I think maybe it bothered a lot of people, because I just scream at the TV and keep yelling at guys to lay down a bunt. I'm just like,
but they didn't do it very much.
No, they never did it. And I couldn't understand that. I'm like, and then I'm thinking, well, maybe they can't.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe they don't practice it enough.
But
we could ask Bob about all those things.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He actually was at the Broken Bow Library when he was here the last time he made the trip back because he was promoting his book. And, he's just the kind of guy that says, say hello to your wife. I sure enjoyed my time at the library. That kind of guy.
That's
so
great.
It's going to be fun. Today's menus. Let's start with the Prairie Pioneer Center menu today. They're having chili, green beans, fruit, and cinnamon roll today at the Prairie Pioneer Center. And you got it there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right.
Thetford today, chicken taquitos on the menu at Thetford.
Broken Bow Middle School and High School today, it's Pizza Hut Pizza. They're having scalloped potatoes with ham and dinner roll made fresh. Fresh baked ham and turkey subs. They're having the chicken shaker with roasted flatbread, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
And Soma Myrna today. Some of their choices include Pizza Hut Pizza, made fresh tater hot dish with dinner roll, and fajita deli wrap. Some of the items at Ansoma Myrna today.
Calzones Calzones peas and carrots at Sand Hills in Dunny.
Callaway today looks like pepperoni cheese sticks on the lunch menu at Callaway.
And they're having hamburgers and all the trimmings at Ansley today.
And at Litchfield, a turkey sandwich on the lunch menu today.
We will be playing the game next. Remind you, too, that 3 times today we're going to be giving you a chance to call in and sing along with Brent and Blake to get registered for a chance to win 2 tickets to the February 16th Blake Shelton Show in Lincoln and $250 in money to spend as you wish. We'll be doing that during the show today, in and out between our guests. Right now we are going to play the game, and if you like, you can have a Yellow Snow T-shirt along with Brent's prize this morning.
All right. My prize will be a free personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut. Here's your question. January 15th is National Hat Day, so we're asking questions about the huge variety of hats that have been worn throughout history. I am not familiar with this. What kind of fabric is a tam o' shanter usually made from?
Oh, boy, that is
a tam o' shanter. I assume that's a hat,
I
obviously.
guess so, yeah.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that. Are you?
No.
Okay. Well, what kind of fabric is it usually made from? Your choices are plaid wool, straw, leather, or silk. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Boots, boots, boots. Can you tell it's all about boots this week at Bo Bootery? We love boots so much it's in our name. We love you so much we've marked them down 25%. Save on fashion boots, bear paws, and snow boots and enjoy them right now in the cold months. Comfort, style, warmth, heels or flats, black, brown, tan, or green. No matter what boot you're looking for, we want to help you find it. 25% off fashion boots, bear paws, and snow boots this week at Bo Bootery on the Square.
A new year. Same great service and products at Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Airborne Immune Support Gummy 50 counts are $12.99. And get Energen C Daily Immune Support Drink Mixes for $10.99. Battle cough and chest congestion with Mucinex liquid gels, $14.99. Clear eyes redness relief is $3.99. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
7:49. We have Peg on the line. Good morning, Peg.
Good morning. I'm not your mother either.
You're our neighbor, though.
I know, both of you.
Yeah.
That's weird,
But
isn't
I'm
it?
lucky.
You are. Well, I don't know about that, but
So,
No,
Carson,
we're the lucky ones, Peg, because we've got you for a neighbor.
Well, I know, but I haven't made you anything. I'm not able.
well, don't worry
What?
about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it? Okay, I
No,
won't.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to think of those answers or those guesses. Did you say lamb?
No, let's see. I assume the hat is, it says here, a tam o' shanter. And it's usually made from, and these are the choices, plaid wool, straw, leather, or silk.
Would it be straw?
No.
oh,
Well, the other one then.
Yeah, you'd be right. It is one of the other ones, Peg. Way to go.
Listen. Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right.
It was actually, it says wool. plaid wool.
Oh, I was
Is
thinking when it was
what it was.
lamb or something.
Yeah,
like
you said lamb to start with. I've never heard of such a thing. You know what?
I
kind-
said what? I
Wife
said
has,
lamb?
so
No,
that's
Peg
all
did.
that matters.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What's that, Peg?
I said your wife knows what it is. So
Yeah,
that
I know.
matters.
She knows
I
a lot
gotta
of stuff.
tell you a quick story.
Okay.
My neighbors, I'm not going to mention their names,
Uh-oh.
just go to Padre Island.
Oh,
You know,
so, well, we know it's not one
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
not us.
I told them, I said, all right, if you see a boat coming up with a bunch of men in it, don't think it's Christopher Columbus. Could be the cartel.
Well, got you.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be
You
careful.
guys, I said, don't assume that it's Christopher Columbus, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Oh, it says
Kinda.
Yes, this just in from
Oh.
Gary. It says, Brent and Dave, I believe those hats are worn by the Irish.
Oh, okay.
Well, which makes sense because they use a lot of wool products there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, your wife's Irish.
Yes.
Well, no wonder she did that.
Yeah. She's.
You
You're
guys
Irish,
didn't even
too.
get my joke.
We didn't get your joke, but that's all right. We still love you.
Well, I mean about the boat
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
or the Mayflower or whatever.
Yes. Peg.
Okay, you know, I'm not able to get out there and get that. And someday,
Well, I live next door. We live.
Yeah, we can bring it to you.
you just stick it in the door.
Okay. We'll
Because
do-
my neighbor, Scott, next door here, he's down at the bonfire.
Sure.
and he's
Yes.
a mail carrier, and they've been bringing my mail and putting it in my
Oh,
back
that's
door,
nice.
which I really fully
That is
appreciate
nice.
it.
You know what I would recommend is just maybe hint a little bit and see if he'd drop off some prime rib.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just leave you dinner.
you know I don't like prime rib.
Really?
I like the end cut with no fat and stuff on it.
Well, you could try to get specific and see whether he can deliver that. But
Well, I know, but you can't do it. I'd just soon have a good chicken fried steak
there you go.
Yeah, that's good.
There
with
you
a little gravy.
go. All right.
Well, every bit of Custer County's heard enough of me. Thank you very
Thank
much.
You bet,
Take
Peg.
care, Peg.
Bye.
Bye. It is 7:52. Now, would you want to see if, you know, who over here to my right is awake?
Oh, okay. Alexa, good morning.
She's
having
red.
trouble connecting to the internet.
Oh, she's having
Take
trouble.
a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Yeah, Dave. Take a look at the help section.
how about I
Come on, Dave.
unplug you?
Gee whiz.
How about I just pull a plug?
Ouch.
on you? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it
That
did
had to
kind of.
hurt.
I think she's mad.
Come over here. Hold still. Come.
If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, it's another chapter in the saga of the relationship of Dave and Alexa.
Doesn't she want power?
All right, are we ready to again?
You can try. I don't
Is
even know.
she rebooted?
She doesn't act like she's even rebooting.
Uh-oh.
Alexa.
Well, I think she's just.
she's still red.
Oh yeah, she
I'm
just.
having trouble connecting to
Yeah,
the
we
internet.
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
no
Take
one
a
else
look
is
at the
here.
help section in
You.
your Alexa app.
Yeah.
I'll give you an app. Gosh. Everything else is working here, and she says she can't hook to the.
Well-
Cannot hook to the internet. You can't get to the internet.
I think she's just being difficult. She's just mad. It's all those Russian comments
I
and
don't-
jokes that you made toward her. I think she's just upset.
Well, I don't care. Right now, the Russians
No?
can take it where the sun don't shine, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, since that didn't work, what do you want to do now?
We have 2 tickets to the Blake Shelton concert next month in Lincoln and a $250 gift card. Now it's time to register another finalist.
All right. 872-2801 is the number to call. If you would like to sing along with Brent and Blake for a chance to win those tickets on February 1st when we have breakfast at the Tumbleweed, 872-2801. And if we get a call, don't be shy, there it is. We will also thank the folks at Henry's Callaway Bar in Callaway, Nebraska. Let's find out who we have on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is Becky.
Becky. That's such a... Do you like your name, Becky?
Yes, I do.
I think it's a cool name. It's nice.
Well, thank you.
Do you like to sing?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, when tickets are on the line.
Yeah, when tickets are on the line.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, get ready. We're going to play a song. Now you can pick between Neon Light, Sangria, or Come Back as a Country Boy. Which one would you like to sing along with Brent and Blake with?
Sangria.
Oh, wow, okay.
Good. Thank you, Becky.
All right.
Oh, Becky.
Now, Becky, do you want to hear the cut first before we sing, or do you just want to sing?
I better hear the cut.
Okay, all right, here it comes.
All right, here we go.
You take my hand in yours, you lean in and your lips taste like sangria.
Well, Dave's even getting into it.
Yes.
Yikes.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1.
You take my hand in yours, you lean in and your lips taste like sangria.
Very good, Becky.
Yay, Becky.
Very good. Very nice. Very nice. So
Thank you.
now qualified, and what you'll need to do to continue with this now is plan on joining us for breakfast on February 1st out at the Tumbleweed Cafe.
Sounds great.
And we'll probably draw, after we have breakfast, we're going to probably chow down on some, scrambled eggs and bacon and toast, around 8 or so.
I can do that.
And then after that, we'll draw, and you'll have a 1 in 42 chance that you could get the gold pick that could send you to Lincoln, okay?
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Becky, can you hold on? I need to get your phone number off the air.
All right. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you. Stay right there.
You've been to them, the bars, taverns, and grills that are exactly like the next. Not at Henry's Callaway Bar. They offer a bar experience unlike any other. Try one of Henry's fresh, handcrafted drinks or kick back for a beer with friends. If it's an appetite you're bringing with your thirst, look to their amazing homemade pizzas to fill you up, available to dine in or carry out. Call 308-836-4484. A slice of lime and a good time await you at Henry's Bar in Callaway, the oasis in the middle of Nebraska.
Thanks, Becky. Nice job. Becky is
Yeah.
now registered, and she's going to be able to come out and have some breakfast with us. A big thank you to Henry's Callaway Bar for being our sponsor this time around. We're going to do it 2 more times today. And you can tell, it's just for fun, 10 seconds. And it's always kind of fun to sing along together, even though the digital phones don't let us sing together. There's a little delay there. I think it's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fun. All right. Okay, I was going to play music today. One of my jobs here at KCNI KBBN is to work on putting music in on KCNI and KBBN. And I'm going through the Americana chart as of yesterday. And it's such a wide array of different kinds of music. Some of the Americana we even fit into KBBN. And some of it, quite honestly, I'd love to have on KCNI because it's very earthy, kind of country type of music. And I thought we'd play some Americana music today. That
sounds good.
But the Ruski is where I was going to get it from.
Oh.
But I could get it from the computer as well.
Sure.
But that will take me a little while to do that. Maybe not as long as it takes Brent to Google, but maybe longer.
Yeah, similar.
It could be longer. So we're going to do some things like that today and have some fun. We also have Shelter Insurance coming in to honor the Teacher of the Month. So Brent Custer will be in to do that. We'll also have Mid-Plains Community College in to update you on classes available. And Michelle Nelson, and she might bring somebody with her. We're not sure. It doesn't matter. She's going to come in and talk about the Custer County Ag Society's Winter Ball.
Yeah,
which is
great.
Coming up. I think earlier I was calling it their gala, but I don't believe. I think they call it a winter ball.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I don't know that cowboys like to say gala or gala.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just asking.
Okay. Well, I guess we can ask
So we'll
when Michelle comes in.
Thank you. We'll take a time out. When we come back, we've got news lined up for you next.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, and Silvermere debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Gary's Superfoods is proud to serve you as your hometown grocery store. Their aisles are packed with deals like these: 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube, $2.99 a pound. Or Smithfield all-natural boneless pork loins, $1.99 a pound. Honey Crisp or Cosmic Crisp apples are $1.99 a pound. Or large avocados are 5 for $5. Use the coupon from the flyer and save $3 when you buy any 3 participating Kellogg's or Post cereals at Gary's Superfoods. Visit them on South B Street in Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. At least 7 people are dead after dozens of reported tornadoes ripped through parts of the South, shredding homes, trees, and cars. Ray Hall was in the clubhouse at a Selma, Alabama country club.
I could hear my ears popping. You could hear the roar. Glass going everywhere. You could hear the roof literally being torn off right over our heads. It was scary. I hope I never have to do that again. It was awful.
Bette Midler and John Travolta among celebrities paying tribute to the late Lisa Marie Presley. Elvis' only daughter died after suffering cardiac arrest. Family friend Sandro Manetti looks back.
It's one of high-profile marriages, heartbreaking divorces, family drama. Really, what a script.
President Biden says he will fully cooperate with the new special counsel's probe into documents marked classified that were found at both an office he used and at his home in Wilmington, Delaware. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, more working families with young people will be able to access high-quality child care due to funding from the American Rescue Plan Act. Nebraska Children and Families Foundation's Communities for Kids initiative, through a partnership with the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services Children and Family Services, received through the Nebraska Legislative Bill 1014 appropriation of the funds that were allocated to the state of Nebraska from the federal Coronavirus State Fiscal Recovery Fund to the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. 16 contracts to Nebraska communities will get underway as of January 1st, 2023, to increase child care offerings through new programs or expansion of current providers. In Dawson County, the Gothenburg Early Childhood Learning Center will be benefiting. In Ainsworth, the Child Development Center in Brown County. And in Lexington, the Lexington Community for Kids will be receiving funds. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson posted on social media that he will not play in Sunday's playoff game in Cincinnati, explaining that his left knee, quote, remains unstable, end quote, and that the injury was more severe than originally believed. Jackson has been out since week 13 with a sprained knee. Tyler Huntley is expected to start for Baltimore, but he's dealing with tendonitis in his throwing shoulder, but he did practice on Thursday. In the NBA, Celtics beat the Nets 109-98. Boston now an NBA best 31-12. It was Brooklyn's first game without star Kevin Durant, who's injured. Heat over the Bucks 108-102. It was the Cavaliers topping the Trailblazers 119-113. Portland's Damian Lillard had 50 points in a losing effort. Double overtime for the Mavericks to outlast the Lakers 119-115. Luka Doncic a triple-double for Dallas, 35 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists. College basketball wins for number 7 UCLA, number 8 Gonzaga, and number 9 Arizona. In the NHL, the Kraken shut out the Bruins at Boston 3-0. That is the Bruins' first home loss in regulation this season.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, some patchy fog possible early on, otherwise becoming partly sunny with high temperatures working up into the upper 30s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 25. For Saturday, partial sunshine working up to a high of 46. Still looking to stay dry on Sunday, 47, but a slight chance for some freezing drizzle late Sunday night, mid-20s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
It's true, many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn.
Together, we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
8:05, 14 degrees outside now. Still some fog out there. It is better than it was earlier, at least here outside the radio station. Walked out, took a look. But with this fog is coming what is, I think, really kind of a nice side effect is the trees are all frosty and and it really
that is pretty.
Really beautiful out there. And I don't think it's heavy enough to hurt anything, so enjoy, because the winds are calm, not blowing it around at all. Barometric pressure is level at 30-30, humidity at 92%. High yesterday was 31 with an overnight low of 11. Sunset today at 5:30, sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:03. You want to try... You know who again? I
can.
I rebooted the router in the back, so.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if she.
Right. Alexa. Uh-oh. I don't.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Yeah, Dave. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
I'm having trouble.
Oh, yes.
all right.
I know.
That's
we
enough.
know.
Jeez, leave us alone if you're not going to help. Hey, Steve, dropping a note in. Steve Hornickel. Good morning, gentlemen. Have a great weekend. You too, Steve.
Yeah, and thanks for gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling us
it's
that.
nice of you to
it's nice.
go that direction.
We don't always get called that, but
no.
Thanks.
We're those guys with just jumper cables without a friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not really. We enjoy a lot of good friends through the radio station.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a time out. We come back. We'll do something with music. We'll probably...
Would you like me to help you to where you can just play it straight off the computer?
I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it. I just
All right.
didn't want to. It would be so easy if she would cooperate.
I know.
She just has to be a... I don't want to say the word. I'm not going to on the radio. It wouldn't be nice.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it. Don't let me.
Okay. All right.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Just want to let you know that I love the show.
I love what you guys are doing in the morning. It makes my day so much better.
KCNI KBBN Radio.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70...
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow, where you'll find the sexiest insurance agents in town.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? Does that work?
I like it.
All right. You can talk to them about getting the right coverage. They have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help your business. From HR to OSHA availability to other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side. Talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today. Call 872-6438, or you can visit them at 940 South E Street.
Thanks, Brent.
You're welcome, Dave.
Oh, I was on the wrong keyboard. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we have two separate computers in here. So you have obviously a keyboard that goes with one goes with the other, and yeah, I'm always typing on the wrong keyboard for the computer I want to use.
Yes, me too.
That's all right. Are you doing okay now?
I'm working on it.
Okay. All right.
You can do whatever
you want me to fill?
Yeah, would you fill over there?
Sure, Dave.
I didn't say Phil. I meant Brent. Would you fill?
Oh, yeah, you bet. Here's some job opportunities for you. And these are both through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. Still looking for someone to fill the role of Infant Toddler Teacher Center Specialist. It's a 40-hour per week year-round position in Broken Bow. Good starting pay, great benefits. Now, for this position, you would need your Child Development Associate Certificate, an associate's or bachelor's degree in early childhood education. You would be responsible for center coordination, supervision, and teaching. And then they also are still looking for someone to fill the position of WIC RN Coordinator. Now, this would be in Loop City. This, too, a full-time position, a great starting wage, good benefits. And for this position, you would need to be a registered nurse or registered dietitian. They would prefer previous supervisory experience. With this position, you would be complying with state and federal WIC and immunization program guidelines and coordinate clinic sites while providing immunization screening assistance. To find out more, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can apply online by going to their website, which is centralnebraskacap.com.
It's 8:22. We'll take a break. Casey is up to bat for Mid-Plains Community College. That's next here on The Breakfast Show.
Even if you have given up on your other New Year's resolutions, there is still time to fulfill your resolution to bank smarter. Leave your regular checking account behind in the new year and upgrade to Premier Checking with Bruning Bank. With Premier Checking, you earn interest on your account for completing simple actions you do already. Already have an account with us? Transitioning takes less than a minute. Wanting to set up a new account? Stop by and complete our quick and simple sign-up process. Check out details and rates at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
My day starts right.
With Dave and Brent.
And Casey, as we mentioned, from Mid-Plains. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us about your experience coming to work this morning.
Oh, I did not give myself enough time to get here. It was incredibly foggy, like one of those days you just can't see a thing.
That's not good.
Don't do what I did and think you have time to get to Broken Bow. No, it is really foggy out, so be careful.
Yeah, and as you say, if you have people ahead of you that are doing the right thing and going slow, then everybody's doing the right thing, lined up, going slow, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I followed the rules this morning, but I was glancing at the clock as I was doing it.
No worries here. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Tierney was in last week. We went over some of the things that are ramping up for the new year. What are you highlighting today, young lady?
Yeah, we've got, I mean, it always just amazes me. We come back and just boom, jump into everything, which is great. Yesterday was just a day, let me tell you.
A big one, huh?
Yeah. Lots of students kind of wait until the last minute, but that's okay. We make it work. But our semester does start on Monday, so we're ready for our classes to start back up again, students to be back on campus, so that will be good. The other good news is that we always have some classes that start late. So, and we do anticipate that students wait till the last minute. And so there are some options out there if you need to do some, if you want to take a class but you have not taken care of that yet. So we've got some classes that start late, and one that I really wanted to talk about was our nurse aid class. You know, we always talk about nurse aid, and we usually have one every semester. This is no exception to that. We have a nurse aid class that will be starting February 13th. So we're a little early on it, but I always like to talk about it early because people always have to make plans to be able to come to nurse aid. This time we have changed things up just a little bit with the format of that class. Typically, we always meet on Wednesdays for that because that's when our instructor is available. This time around, we are going to move to an online format for that class.
Okay.
So it will start on February 13th, and if you are registered for the class, you'll have access to the online content. And you'll have just under a month to complete the content of that course. Now, there's a lot of videos that you watch. The instructor guides you through that. It's not like you're just out there on your own. The instructor walks you through how to get ready for the exams, take the tests, take the quizzes, and be ready to go. And then on March 8th, the skills portions will start. And this is kind of the fun part. So you get the book learning part out of the way, and then you come in and complete the skills. And these will be on Wednesdays starting March 8th, and you'll come to campus 6 days, 6 Wednesdays in a row. So March 8th through April 12th. The skills days are on the skills days, the times are 8:30 to 3. Which, as you know, if you are a high school student, is a little bit easier to make it to class. So we do have a lot of high school students that are interested in this class, that schools are saying, you know what, I think we can work around their schedules and allow them to come to class for those 6 days to do their skills there. So you get to go to school, check in, come to campus, do your skills, be back after school in time for after school athletics and things like that. So we're really excited. We did this same format in the fall with a different section, and it was incredibly successful. Students really liked it. They liked being able to do kind of a self-paced part of the class, and then be able to come in and do the skills and have the contact with the instructor that they like to have. So you could start mid-February, and by mid-April be completed and ready to get a job as a nurse aide. So
certainly need those folks. The job openings are plentiful in that area because of the demand. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And just a reminder that if you are an early entry student, meaning you haven't graduated from high school, this class qualifies for our reduced tuition rate. So at $46 a credit hour, you're looking at just under $200 to complete your nurse aide certificate. So that's pretty good.
That's real good.
Yeah. We're really excited about this to see if this format works a little bit better for people's schedules. But again, so the other thing with this is we're getting really low on spots in that class. We can only take 8. It's a very hard limit of 8, and right now we've got 6 people registered. So I really wanted to mention it early before that class fills up, that if you were thinking about it, if that's something that you're interested in and you can make those days work, you need to call us because it will fill up, and we absolutely cannot go over 8 students. It's just the time doesn't allow for any other students to be in there. So
all right, and you're talking about students, and then maybe there's some folks out there, maybe the family has the kids are flying on their own now, and that may be something that mom or dad thinking about, you know what, that would be something I wanted to do, now I can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I talk a lot about high school students taking this because we do have a lot of 16-year-olds and above that take this course, but this is open to anybody, and everybody can learn together, and sometimes it's kind of nice to have different levels and different places where people are coming from in life, and it's just a great class. You walk out of there, and I would trust any one of our trained students that have went through this class. Kathy does a great job with them. They just know their stuff when they leave. Not to brag, but we do have 100% pass rate in this class.
That's pretty good. It can't get any better.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just like to, just continue to support the nursing community. It just makes for a really, really great opportunity. And probably the number one question that we get is, especially if you're a high school student, we'll have people call and say, well, when can I take nurse aid? And for high schoolers, it was always, well, you have to wait till the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to work in the summertime. And by the time they got done with the class in the summer was over.
Sure.
So we're hopeful that this will give students an opportunity to get that done and be ready to jump right into the summer and pick up some shifts. And, I always say you don't have to want to be a nurse or a medical professional. You just want to have to help people. And, you can be majoring in accounting and still be a nurse aide.
Right, right.
And, the money is pretty good.
Money's pretty good, and the
Yeah.
reward is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Helping people, and, with shortages in hospitals and the medical field, puts a little bit more of a opportunity and challenge for the aides, because they're filling a lot of shoes. They're it's a very important piece of the puzzle. So
it really is.
yeah.
And, of course, if you are going to enter the medical field, then this is step one.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to know right away if this is what you want to do with your life or not.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes a special person to do it, but boy, we need them. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else?
Well, we get a lot of questions about what classes do you offer. Everything is available online. You can go to our website. I don't always like to give that as an answer because sometimes I like to, people want something in their hand.
Right.
But we can help you find the classes that you are looking for. Just give us a call. We're there every day, and we'd love to help you find that perfect fit of a class that you really need to take. So
Okay. All right.
our number is 872-5259. And again, if you're interested in nurse aid, time is of the essence.
2 spots.
Yeah, it's going to fill up.
I got a feeling you might fill one today. So
Maybe, yes. I can hear the phone ringing
Yeah.
from here.
yeah, don't sit on the fence on this one. You don't have time, folks.
No, yeah,
So,
definitely. So
all right.
lots of community ed classes coming up, as Tierney mentioned last week, but those are also available online. And she does print a flyer as well, which we can either email to you or you can stop in and pick one up.
All right. Thanks, Casey.
Yes, thank
Good
you.
to see you.
You too.
And Happy New Year to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen you guys.
Did you turn your lights off when you came in, or do they go off automatic?
I left my car on because
Oh.
it's cold out. So they're on.
Okay. You're good. All right, we'll take a time out with these words.
They're all the rage. Bardominiums, Schausses, whatever you call them. Ansley Lumber and Supply offers everything you need to construct your own pole building, post frame building, or barn. They have exclusive access to interactive visualizers, 3D designers, and a price estimator. This means you know what your project will look like and approximately what it will cost. The best part? The whole complete package can be dropped to your site with everything you need. Get your dream home started on Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
The Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Annual Conference to be held Saturday, January 21st at the One Box Convention Center. 17 vendors will showcase their goods and unique designs from 1 to 5. Featured speakers are from the Nebraska National Forest and Nebraska Tourism. The annual awards banquet begins at 6 p.m. RSVP to 308-430-0786 by January 16th. The public is welcome. The Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Conference is Saturday, January 21st at the One Box.
If you've been injured or recovering from surgery, your first priority is to treat your problem. At Team Physical Therapy, we will evaluate, treat, and educate you about your specific roadblocks. We offer many therapists to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney or call 872-5111. We have great resources online at myteampt.com or call 872-5111 Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. Casey and I, KBBN Radio.
8:34. Brent Custer is here. from Shelter Insurance. Swing that right on over. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you won't break it. You're fine.
Get it nice and close there. We want to hear every word you have to say this morning, sir.
Well, you'd be the only one, but okay.
No, I hope not, because we have some fun things to talk about here. Let's talk insurance first.
Yes, absolutely.
How does the claims increase during situations where you have ice on the ground like this?
Well, I have to give major kudos to the people of Custer County. It's not too bad around here.
All right.
My fear is not during the initial impact. It's the aftermath when people get a little bit more comfortable with the ice.
Yes.
You'll see a tendency to a few of those little things. But honestly, if all I had to pay for is those little fender benders, that would be no big deal, and insurance would be a fraction of what it really is.
Yes.
That's not what drives up insurance costs. So, but yeah, major kudos to Custer County residents. They don't cause a whole lot of accidents after storms like this. They're pretty smart.
Get accustomed pretty quick to the change in the weather in Nebraska, I guess.
Yeah, I would agree. And, nowadays a lot of people have four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and I think that helps too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick little story here. Several years ago, I was trying to teach my girls, how to steer out of a loose back end or whatever, a fishtail, however you want to do it. So we were kind of up at the Melham schools, and I was trying to do cookies and trying to teach them how to steer out of it. And, with this traction control, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls thought that. They still tell their friends that. My dad was up there trying to teach us how to do cookies or whatever they call them nowadays.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
It's not a bad idea if you have a safe place to do that, because if they've never experienced it before,
Yeah.
it's sure nice that they have that experience ahead of time, right?
I know. So if anybody has like a 1975 Plymouth out there that they'd loan me during that event, I'll take your kids out too. We'll have some fun.
There you go.
And then there's front wheel drive and rear drive and then all wheel drive. And like you say, it's not as easy as everybody used to drive a rear powered vehicle.
Yeah.
And we knew what fishtailing was, but it's all different now.
Remember we used to put, heavy objects in the trunk. And, you'd put the snow tires on the back. And
even worse yet, maybe have to go to the chains on the tires.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see those on regular vehicles anymore, do you?
No, you don't. You don't.
That's good. That's good.
So, no, I love, I'm very blessed with the clients around Custer County because they do a good job of driving. Hey, before I get into the Teacher of the Month, I did want to mention a couple things. In today's day and age, I'm getting a lot of questions from grandparents about life insurance. There is a discount. Most companies will give you a discount for owning life insurance on your vehicles or home. And I've been telling grandparents lately, you can do that and get that discount. Just buy it on your grandchildren and be the owner. So if you really want to give something that's not a toy or something like that, that's a good idea. Plus, you can be the owner and get the discount on your vehicle. So just be aware for my grandparents out there that think, I really don't need life insurance or it wouldn't really pay for me to have it. You can always do it on a grandchild or something like that. And that's a gift that can keep on for a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
That they can have. So just something to mention before I get into all my other things that I usually do.
Earlier the better, really, for the young people.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got a policy called a junior special. It's a one-time premium, and it's good until they're 26 years old. So obviously, the earlier they buy that, the better deal that is. And I'm kind of a financial nerd, so I've crunched the numbers, and it's a really good deal if you get it when they're young.
Okay.
Because that's 26 years for one little payment. So.
One-time payment.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I didn't even know about. So
yes, it was when I came here 20 years ago and saw that, I went, "Holy cow, that's a heck of a deal! I've never seen anything like it." So no, it's a great little policy. It's called Junior Special. I love it. It's probably one of the things that Shelter sells the most of when it comes to life insurance. So it's a good little policy.
Okay. All right. Now, jump into your
Yes.
next segment here, which is honoring educators.
Absolutely, my favorite thing to do every month. And by the way, Christy is, in the back office probably listening. She keeps right on me on this. I mean, I'm usually pretty organized, but if I'm a couple days late, Christy is on me like, do you have this ready? Do you ever go? And I'm like, I'm on it.
I know.
Welcome to our world.
I am sure. So we'll get off that topic real quick.
Okay.
My first one, the first teacher of the month, is Tara Reed from Ansley Public Schools. Tara teaches second grade. A lot of you know who Tara is. She's taught at the Ansley Public Schools for 26 years. That just makes me feel old. I mean, we're not that old, are we? But maybe we are.
We're getting there.
She's only taught second grade the whole entire time.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. I would probably, if I had a second grade question, I'd probably ask Tara. 26 years. She
knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
But she's also done one acts at one time for 8 years. She is married to Gail. They have 2 grown children, both who graduated from Ansley. She has a granddaughter who they love to spoil. Tara enjoys traveling to see her family, cross-stitching, quilting, chasing her puppy around, and of course hosting the family when they come back, and her grandchild. So congratulations, Tara, and thank you, Ansley Public Schools, for nominating her. That's, and I'd like to remind these teachers too that we do have $50 gift certificates for them, as well as a recognition on St. Hills Express. You can see their bio, their picture, and like always, if you see these people on the street, please tell them congratulations.
You bet.
Yeah. Second one, Sarah Myers, first grade teacher at North Park and here in Broken Bow. Sarah was a Snyder, which obviously I've known Sarah forever. Her dad was the agent before me. She teaches at North Park, like I mentioned. She grew up in Broken Bow, graduated from Broken Bow, graduated from Kearney with a degree in elementary education. Sarah's been teaching here for 14 years, and that's all she gave me at first. And I emailed her back and I said, nice try. I said, you need to give me a little bit more information than that. So she did email me back, but just so you know, Sarah was humble. She didn't want to tell me a lot, but she said she likes spending time with her husband, Dustin, their 3 kids, Jack and Joel and Charlie. This past year, the oldest son, Joel, just got married, and they have a granddaughter, Haley. Actually, Haley is who Joel married. Hadley is the granddaughter.
Okay.
And then, of course, she's really busy right now attending her kids' events because Jack is a wrestler and Charlie plays basketball as a freshman. And it makes me laugh because I see Grandma at the basketball games, and she is just beaming from ear to ear with all the kids' events and stuff, and they're having great success. And
they are.
That's awesome to see. I love to see that. And congratulations to Sarah and her family. And like always, if you see them on the street, please tell them congratulations.
All right. Tara Reed and Sarah Myers, congratulations. And don't take the acknowledgement of your contributions for granted. We appreciate it. I mean, yeah. I think it's great you're doing this, because here's 2 teachers that have been at it for quite a long time, and they just go about making these kids' lives better. So we appreciate it.
Absolutely. I can't thank them enough, and they make a huge difference. We all have teachers that made a huge. We could do a week's worth of shows just on, teachers and those ones who made a huge impact, and we thank them, and they don't get enough recognition. So.
All right. Thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been doing for fun in the wintertime? I know you're an avid golfer. Do you have one of those? Well, you do have. You told us you can golf in your house, right?
Yes, I do have an indoor one. It's a cheaper model because I don't like to spend a lot of money, so I have to. I spend half my time tinkering with it.
Oh, okay.
And the other half actually using it, or should I say my girls use the other half of the time using it. So my wife helps them with homework because my kids do not want my help, and as my old teachers would tell us, that's probably a good idea. And so I do the golf instructions out in the garage, and she does the academic part, and it's a good marriage.
It's a nice fit since she's an educator. So
absolutely,
yeah.
The kids tend to say that she has a little bit more patience than I do.
Is that true?
Well, I get super excited when Mrs. Palmer's business class comes up. Then I am, as they say, stoked. And I am all over that. And my kids are rolling their eyes like, Dad, you need to settle down.
It's a good class, but come on. Yeah.
I know. I do. It's like I really want to go take it.
Well, it's a really great time in your life with the kids growing up. And,
yes.
And with all the customers that you meet each and every day. And we talk about it every time you come in. We was talking about it with a lot of different people here lately about guys like you coming back and contributing. Chris Smith was in the other day, and talking about coming back and getting involved in different things in the community, and things like what you're doing right here with the teachers awards is fantastic. So we appreciate it.
I know, and if you don't mind, Dave, I've got one more. Sure. I got to jam in a bunch of stuff today. I mean, I'm on the foundation board, so a couple things. I mean, one more time, I'll say this again. The gala raised $170,000. Can't be more happy about that. It's amazing. Scholarship applications are due February 1st. So for you parents out there, to make sure that you're telling your child that's a deadline. It's all online nowadays. It's really a lot more. It's a lot simpler. Please get on there and get that done. I believe we have over 100 scholarships now at the foundation alone. So that's amazing. So please take advantage of that. And not just seniors. I was researching that though. I was asking Lindsay. I said, "Hey, send me a list of all the non-senior in high school scholarships," and holy cow, there's like 20 or 30 of them for those who are already in college. So I promptly reminded my college student to get on there and get some applied for. So hopefully she does that. And then tomorrow is the deadline for, I can't even remember what this one is. Let me read this. Oh, this is, and we might have just mentioned this, the MPCC dual credit scholarship applications are due tomorrow. So please, for those students who want to do that dual credit stuff, that's due tomorrow. And then the exciting thing, we are hosting, the foundation that is hosting the Give for Custer County again this summer for the nonprofit organizations. So stay tuned for more details. That was a huge success here in the past. We're going to do it again. It raised a lot of money for the nonprofits, and it was a lot of fun. So sorry for taking up so much time.
No, we're
lots
good.
of information today.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you brought it. So look forward to your next visit and find out who else we're going to be honoring as educators out there.
Yeah, I do want to say, Christy is very well detailed, or very detail-oriented, but we did miss a month. I think it was the month of June, I believe, where we both kind of forgot it. So when she tells you how organized she is, she's not 100%.
Oh,
wow, that's good to know.
Sorry, let me
write
just write
down.
this down. We're going to put this in our file so that we can pull this out from time to time.
I thought you'd want to know that information.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Christy, June of 2022, you blew it.
Yeah.
I can just see her stomping her foot now.
Oh, there she is out there in the hall.
Actually, I felt the whole place just shake.
Oh, look at her.
She's
stomping her foot now, isn't she? Uh-oh. Oh, is she going to come in here?
I hope not.
No, she's walking around, though. It's that very intimidating walk.
I know it's that. Oh, boy. All right. We're going to thank you again. you folks out there who get frightened on Friday the 13th, you have every right to do so. Some people are superstitious. Some are not. I didn't really remember this. Maybe you did, Brent. It's considered unlucky in Western culture, mostly. Something concerning the Last Supper, having 13 people, Jesus and 12 apostles, is where it kind of started on the Western. Every year, businesses, especially airlines, experience big losses because of superstitious people refusing to fly or make deals on Friday the 13th. After what we saw this week, I don't think Friday the 13th personally has any more danger to it than a computer software glitch that took place and grounded everybody a couple days ago. If you want to prepare for Friday the 13th, it's not far down the road. If a month starts on a Sunday, then you're going to have a Friday the 13th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So we've learned something. This is a very important day also. This is National Blame Someone Else Day.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful, beautiful acknowledgement.
Yeah.
First Friday of the 13th of the year is set aside because we can use Friday the 13th as an excuse to start with. Well, I'm having bad luck today, so...
Yeah, but it's somebody else's fault.
Yeah. Or, yeah. It's a lot easier when it's somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
And it's Public Radio Broadcasting Day. Today is National Public Radio Broadcasting Day, honoring the very thing you're listening to right now. Airwaves are considered public property. That's why we need a license to broadcast and get in trouble if we swear and do things like that, because it's public, which is okay by us. Although I come close to swearing at the brewski this morning, I'm glad I was able to retain myself there. America's first commercial radio station, KDKA, went on the air 103 years ago.
Wow.
In Pittsburgh, and is still broadcasting today.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a neon light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't all that bright.
Getting you primed.
Okay.
That's just a primer.
It's time to find another finalist for the Blake Shelton floor tickets and money. You only have to register once to be in the drawing.
872-2801 is the number to call if you'd like to sing with Brent and Blake. Brought to you this time around by Ollie's Coffee House and Boutique in Sargent. 872-2801. Call in, sing along with Brent and Blake, and get yourself a chance to win those 2 tickets on the ground floor, 2 rows back.
Second floor, second row.
Did I say second floor?
No, I was going to say second floor. I didn't mean to say that. Second row.
Okay.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Right down there in front.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Who do we have on the line this morning?
Mike. I can't believe I got in even.
Hey, Mike. You know what? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm glad you called because we've had a lot of ladies and only a few men, so I'm glad you're in, man.
Well, I was walking around the shop out here and then heard that, and by the time I dug my phone out, I thought, well. But it went through.
You got through.
So, hey, great.
Well, Mike, which song would you like to sing along with on the Blake Shelton side here? Would it be the one we just heard, Neon Light, Sangria, or Come Back as a Country Boy?
Come Back as a Country Boy.
All right, let's play that so you can kind of get in the groove before we sing it, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
So when I die, I want to come back as a country boy. No, there ain't no better life if you ask me.
I think this is Brent's favorite. I think he likes to sing this one.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. So, are you ready to go?
Hey, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Here we go. In 3,
all right,
2, 1.
So when I die, I want to come back as a country boy.
Well,
You did well, Mike. You did
I
fine.
probably won't make it on stage, will I?
Oh, that's all right.
You're fine, man. So I'm going to play a commercial from our sponsor, Ollie's Coffee House and Boutique in Sargent. Would you hold so I can get your phone number?
You bet.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks a lot. All right.
Main Street Sargent is a happening place, and your friends at Ollie's Coffee and Boutique want to see you sometime soon. Make sure you swing by their Facebook page to see all the fun they have going on. When you come through the door, you can shop, sip a coffee, a smoothie, or tea, relax and read, play games, let the kids explore the kids area, and more. The boutique has a great selection of gifts, home decor, and of course, clothing. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 5, closed Sunday. Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent.
Thank you, Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent, for sponsoring our registration here, our sing-along. Great people over there, great coffee, great things in the store. Stop into Sargent very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Brent, do you have anything you would like to pass along at this time to our listeners out there in Radio Land? A live read, a promo on sports, whatever you like, my friend.
Okay. Well, yeah, we will remind people that we'll have some more wrestling coverage on the air for you tomorrow. We'll be in Dunning, as we'll be covering the Sandhill Setford.
Tornadoes, some deadly. Dale Brown lived through one of them in East Montgomery, Alabama.
So we looked out and saw that there was roofing in our backyard. There was roofing beside our house. There was roofing in front of our house. All over, mess everywhere.
At least 7 deaths reported so far. Tears for Lisa Marie. Elvis Presley's only child is gone. KCBS TV's Lauren Posen from West Hills, California.
Thursday morning, EMTs were dispatched to her Calabasas home following a report of a woman in full cardiac arrest. Paramedics rushed the 54-year-old singer-songwriter to the hospital, where she later died.
CBS's Ed O'Keefe on next steps in the Biden documents marked classified case.
There are going to be investigations held by Republicans who now run the House of Representatives, and various committees will be asking questions. So there will be a legal fight for the president, and there will be a political mess on Capitol Hill.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Kevin Wire.
Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has said he will not play in Sunday's playoff game against the Bengals, tweeting that his knee was more seriously injured than believed and is still unstable, along with saying he wished he could be out there but couldn't give his teammates 100%. The Colts have interviewed Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy for their vacant head coaching position. The Celtics improved to an NBA best 31-12 with a 109-98 win against the Brooklyn Nets. It was the Nets' first game without injured star Kevin Durant. Trailblazer star Damian Lillard scored 50 points, but not enough as the Cavaliers beat Portland 119-113. And the Mavericks outlasted the Lakers last night 119-115 in double overtime. Luka Doncic forcing both the first and second overtimes by hitting a three-pointer with under 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter and first overtimes, respectively. He also had a triple-double, 35 points, 14 rebounds, and 13 assists.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, some patchy fog possible early on, otherwise becoming partly sunny with high temperatures working up into the upper 30s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 25. For Saturday, partial sunshine working up to a high of 46. Still looking to stay dry on Sunday, 47, but a slight chance for some freezing drizzle late Sunday night, mid-20s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, has the offerings you're looking for this winter to prepare for next year. As you know, every season brings new focuses. Here are theirs right now. Specials on driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials, to name a few. If you've worked with Custer Electric and Irrigation in the past, you know that they want to get you taken care of the right way at the best price possible. They encourage you to get the work you need done scheduled as soon as possible because prices are rapidly increasing for a lot of supplies. Plus, that schedule book can only get so full. Don't forget licensed electrical work you might need done too on ag, commercial, and residential applications. Ask for a free quote. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow, serving the whole area with electrical, agricultural, and commercial services. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04. It is 15 degrees outside. Frosty morning. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure 30-31. That's up 1 point in the last hour. Humidity still up around 90%. Yesterday's high was 31, and it felt warmer than that, and I think it melted better than that. We got some melt yesterday. We should see some more of that this afternoon, but still some very slick spots out there. And as Brent Custer mentioned, sometimes we have accidents after the initial storm because we have the residual places like that aren't cleaned very well or have remelted.
That the sun just doesn't hit.
Yeah, the north side of things. Yeah. Right on, Brent. You're pretty smart.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dave. Appreciate that comment.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're actually, I know Peg feels that way.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any live reads left that you wanted to do real quick?
Oh, we got a few.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's another job opportunity for you. A highway maintenance worker in Ansley is needed. This is through the Nebraska Department of Transportation, seeking a dedicated and hardworking team player that's willing and able to operate a snowplow. Training and career development provided, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, a work-life balance, and comprehensive benefits package. Also, they are offering right now a $2,500 hiring bonus with this position. To apply, you need to go to their website and fill out the online state application. You'll find it at statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
It's 11 past the hour of 9 o'clock. As we told you earlier, we are expecting Michelle Nelson in, Custer County Ag Society, and here she is.
Hello.
I love that sweater.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know why? It's pretty. I like the color, and it looks really warm.
It is. Yes.
That's a nice one to put on these kind of days, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the winter ball is approaching quickly here. Now, this is how many?
7th.
Wow, really? Has it been that many?
Yes.
I was thinking about this when I saw you on the list. I'm like, this is probably what, 4 or 5, and 7.
7.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is.
Yeah. Really successful, and a chance not only to raise some money, but for people who are connected in one way or another to the fairgrounds, the Ag Society Fair, 4-H, FFA, all those sorts of things. Gives them a chance to kind of, in the wintertime, get together and yak a little bit about it, right?
Yeah, kind of a time. I know a lot of people have already started calving, but some of us haven't. So it's kind of like one last big hurrah before you tie into that. So just a chance to get together, have fun, and for a good cause.
Yeah, very good cause. Can we talk about some of the projects that you're hoping to use this money for? I know there's some grand plans that you guys have been working on. We know that takes a lot of money to do, and there's also regular maintenance and accessibility issues, all those things. Tell us what you're kind of thinking.
So this year, our main focus, so last year, I'm going to backtrack a little bit, was to make the grandstands ADA accessible. When, after meeting with engineers and realizing that it was going to be almost $500,000 to do that, we decided, okay, we've got to figure out we still want to do that, but maybe not to that scale. So this year, the funds are going to be used. The first priority is to put the big fans in the indoor arena and maybe the show ring. We're hoping that structure can handle one. After fair last year, everybody was so miserable, and you cannot get any airflow. So we're going to focus this truly on helping the 4-H kids, or that's what we thought of. During fair, it was miserable. So, and then, some of the other plans still include trying to put some sort of a ramp or chairlift or something at the grandstands to help make that accessible, but not quite spend the $500,000 just yet. And then, gosh, there's a lot that everyone has on their mind, but we do want to add some more camper spots, just because during fair, we still have to rent a generator to bring in to house 8 or 9 more campers for people to park for fair. So
yeah, that has grown so much. It's unbelievable. And all you have to do is be there during fair and just start looking at the little community that's being built all along the creek, basically, from one end to the other, wherever you can squeeze campers in.
Yes.
Yeah. And more people like to spend, 3-4 days there and stay right on the grounds.
Right.
And, of course, you have all the horse events where a lot of the folks bring in campers as well, or the trailers with needs for electricity. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's quite a few more events than not that use a lot of hookups anymore. More and more people are pulling those trailers, and they just stay right there, especially if they have the plug-ins. So,
Are there, and I bet you're looking into this, if if I'm asking a question that's out of line, let me know. But $500,000, you said, to make it handicapped accessible. Are there any grants or anything that you are aware of that might work for that?
So there used to be when this first was a big deal, but we were grandfathered in because, I mean, that grandstands was built in 1974, I believe. So we were grandfathered in, didn't have to make those changes. Now we're about 20 years too late. All of those grants are pretty much gone.
Okay. Now, if one of you folks out there is listening in the audience, and you happen to have an extra $500,000, and you want to make a big donation and a super tax deduction.
Right.
Why not, huh?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
That would be great.
That would be. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to chip away at it a little at a time and, of course, work with supervisors and work with government and have things like this to raise some extra money, right?
Right. Yep. That's our hope.
Okay. So, going to have some auction items, a live auction as well.
Yep.
All right. And is it too late to make donations for items to be sold?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. They just need to get a hold of me. The 18th is my deadline to have it put in the program. If I have a lot of people that walk in that night and say, here, I want to donate that. And that's fine. It's just you're not listed in the program.
Yeah.
So.
And that's okay, depending on, what the situation is. So 18th, though, they need to get it in if they want to be listed.
Yep.
And who you have auctioneering this year?
So I have Corey Palmer, Jim Everly, and Dustin Everly. So they'll kind of rotate
Switch
and take
around.
turns. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. And food?
So Country Catering. She is doing a prime rib meal again. So full meal.
I got to think when you have cattle producers in the room, the bar goes up just a little bit, you know? It's going to really be good because they want to make that beef shine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's one thing I've always, the meal, the prime rib is maybe a little bit pricey. Not as bad this year as one would think, but the way to cheapen it up would be to serve something other than beef, but we can't do that.
That's not going to happen.
No, not
way.
Acceptable.
So you've got everything set, ready to go. Tickets available?
Yes. I have 6 tables left. So if you're wanting a table or even tickets, let me know because we still have 2 weeks before the event.
Yeah. So really not that many chairs left, is there?
There's not.
Okay.
Nope.
And those are tables of 10, are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And it's $45 per ticket, or if you buy a table, it's $400.
All right.
Yeah.
And, I think sometimes people want to make a donation. They have a group or employers or whatever, and they buy them a table and make their donation that way, too. So.
Yep, they do.
But 6 tables left.
Yes.
Okay. So 60 seats is all you have left.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And they just call you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. 870-2493.
All right. You want to talk about some of the things that you want to highlight, any of the items that are going to be sold?
Sure. So Acres Equipment has donated a gold pedal tractor, and it's a limited edition. I thought that was really neat. I have a Team Ropers Paradise is what we're calling it. So it's a package for them to go down to Arizona and stay for 3 nights or 4 nights. Oh, geez. I should have brought that with me.
Several nights.
Yes. And that includes a hookup, and they can unlimited dummy roping. And then he said that there's a lot of ropings just within 5-10 miles of this place that they're staying. And, of course, I have 5 bundles of semen. So, of course, this is, a lot of ranchers, so this will go good for them.
Yeah, that'll go well.
A lot of different, we have Gen X and Select Sires ABS. And then, I can't
Putting you on
remember
the
name.
spot here.
I know. I'm like, I should have brought, maybe I did bring it. But lots of good stuff for everyone. lots of variety, lots of little gift baskets, a leaf blower. So I'm excited about that because I want one.
I know a lot of people do. The neighbors have them, and I'm just going, when am I going to get one of those, right?
Right. Yep. And then, Bed Everly has donated 10 VIP tickets to the bull riding, which will be July 31st this year.
Okay.
Along with caps.
All right. That's
Yeah,
just some
there's
of
a
what,
lot.
There's a lot.
And I try to list them on Facebook. So if you follow the Custer County Fairgrounds, you'll see them.
Okay. All right. Folks, 60 seats left. Get a hold of Michelle and get those reserved. And you can also just make a donation if you can't make the event or you just want to contribute and do it that way. They call you for that as well.
Yes, they sure can.
Okay. All right. So is the spring and summer schedule coming together at the fairgrounds? Is it crazy?
It is kind of crazy. We start, excuse me, in March this year. And it's every weekend.
Every weekend?
Every weekend through fair. So,
oh boy.
And then we take August is kind of our month to regroup, and then September and October are full. So, yeah.
Yeah, you just got done with it. Does it feel that way?
It does feel that way.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that we're gearing up again.
Well, I think, Brent, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the importance that how important the fairground is to our economic structure here, because I think a lot of times we do all sorts of things on the weekends, and there's things going on out there every weekend, and folks do come in and they camp. Some of them stay in a lodging, but they all go uptown and eat, maybe hit the grocery store. Certainly see them filling up with diesel and gas as they're getting ready to leave town. It's a big deal.
Yes, it is. And it's kind of, for me, it's rewarding. Like if I go, there's been several times we'll go to eat at Kincaid or Bonfire, and you see a bunch of cowboys that yep, I have a barrel race or roping out there. I know these guys are from there. So I like to see that they spread out in the community and help our economic.
Yeah, they do. And there's nothing more powerful on the economic side of money from the outside just being dropped in town, in the county. It's, you know, and it starts circulating. And I like it too when you have the youth events, the rodeos, and the cowboys and cowgirls have their numbers on, and you go into a restaurant or uptown, and you'll see them eating with their numbers on, and you know, chatting. And we shouldn't forget all the youth activities that you have throughout the year around rodeo and roping, and of course 4-H and FFA during the fair.
Yep.
But a lot of kids get a lot of good out of that, don't they?
They do, yes.
My favorite story, I probably told it to you before. I was out there for the junior high rodeo last year, I believe it was, and doing some interviews with the kids. And so I was going into some of the camping areas and trying to catch them when they weren't focusing on their events. And there was a group of kids down on the creek building a dam, and they had flags. They had posted flags, and they were just having the time of their lives.
Yep.
And I know that particular week is the few days that they got together, they'll never forget the rest of their lives, because they were just having the best time. And some of them were contestants, some of them were kids that came with the family, but they had made a little dam there and explained the whole thing to me.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, this is so good to see kids doing something like that.
Yes.
You know, having fun together and building something. And they weren't hurting a thing, you know, they were just having a good time.
Yep.
So.
Yes.
That's what happens at the fair a lot, doesn't it?
It does. And I think more and more that's why they are camping and staying there, is because those kids form these friendships, and fair is a huge time for them and for the parents. Mm-hmm. You get together and you can socialize, and you're just right there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
I never get tired of watching the young people, the guys and the gals, sitting on their horses waiting for their event in the ring, and just kind of forming a half circle and chatting.
Yep.
just casual, and don't even have to get off the horse. They're just all at the same level. It's really, it's really good.
It is.
Yeah. Well, thanks for what you do.
Yeah.
If you're listening out there and you want to go to the Winter Ball, I would recommend you get a hold of Michelle pretty quickly. Huh?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. What's your number again?
870-2493.
2493.
Yep.
Is that on the website or on?
It should be.
Okay.
Yes, somewhere.
Okay, yeah. So a question we ask everybody these days, and I know that it takes a lot of people to put all these events on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still looking for some employees, or are you pretty well set?
No, so we are, and I will actually talk to Shannon before I leave here. We are looking for a ground supervisor to help replace JJ's spot. So be looking for that information and how to apply.
That's good to know.
And then part-time seasonal employees.
Yeah, I need those.
Yes.
Yeah. I was hoping you weren't going to talk to Shannon about being the grounds person out there, because I'm not sure she's qualified.
Well, you don't want to lose her here.
No, I don't want to lose her. But somebody out there is going to be the right fit for that, and it's somebody that maybe has a little bit of a ag background would certainly be beneficial.
Yes.
Maybe some experience with tractors and equipment and so forth, corrals and all that sort of thing.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming in. Anything that we didn't bring up that you wanted to talk about?
Did we ever give the actual date of the Winter Ball?
You know what? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's January 28th.
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's my bad.
I was just
I
sitting
didn't
there, I'm
even think
thinking,
that.
I don't think we've actually given the date yet.
No.
So-
Yeah, January 28th.
All right.
Social hour starts at 5:30, and then we'll also open up the silent auction at that time, supper at 6:30, and then the live auction will follow that. And then once we're done with the live auction, Borderline will take over, and we'll dance the night away until 1.
Okay. And one box convention
yes, at
center?
the convention center.
Okay.
Yep.
Boy, I really failed on this interview. Who,
Why's
what,
that?
when, and where. I did not get any of that.
That's okay. I didn't either.
All right, One Box Convention Center, January 28th, and the social hour starts at what time again?
5:30.
5:30. 60 tickets left, basically, and give Michelle a call at 2493.
Yes.
870?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask you one last question?
Sure.
I'm sure that for you and the people on the board too, it's very easy to walk out to the fairgrounds and you look at it and you see everything that still needs done or
Yes.
that you would like to still do. Have you ever had time to just step back and realize what you have done? I mean, seriously, because I've been around here for a long time, and there have been some great improvements.
There
to
has
the
been.
fairgrounds.
There
area.
has been.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me instead of like what we were going to do, like what we have done with prior years. So
Oh.
I was like trying to quickly think in my mind. But you're right. We put up that open air stall barn.
Mm-hmm.
We redid Trotter Arena. We insulated the indoor. We added those park restrooms. And, that's just stuff we've done. And then you add like the Elks had put up that picnic shelter and Rotary did that flagpole. And
Right.
it's amazing.
The electric hookups that
Yes.
continue to be added. And I know someday you have a vision of another barn up there replacing the old ones that are on the east end.
Yes.
And I have mixed emotions about that, Michelle, because
know.
I remember walking around looking at the garden things in there and all the different things. But times change, and they're cold.
Yes. Yes, they are.
And they're hot.
Or they're hot, yes.
and they've went through a few storms here lately.
Yes.
And so I know you guys would love to do that down the road as well. But boy,
Yep.
what you have done, that's a good question, Brent. Don't get so, I guess, and you kind of get tunnel vision when you're wanting to make improvements. If you got to look back once in a while to see how far
That's
you've
right.
dug, right?
Yes, that is right.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. It's always fun to have you in.
thank you.
And I know we'll talk Rotary sometime when you get a chance.
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. We'll take a time out. We'll continue with these words.
In his last will and testament, Robert has bequeathed to his only heir and devoted caretaker 1/3 of his house, 1/3 of his truck, and 1/3 of his beloved dog, Mr. Bo here.
Excuse me, I'm a little confused.
Don't settle for a fraction of what you deserve, especially at harvest. Yield your best with Veltima fungicide's proven plant health benefits and revolutionary application flexibility.
1/3 of a dog. Right.
Get everything you deserve with Veltima fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back to Dear John, sponsored by John Deere. Let's go to a caller. Kevin.
Oh, hey, John, big fan. I was wondering if I could give a quick shout out.
Absolutely, my man.
If you're listening, dear, just know how much I appreciate you stepping up this harvest. I've been at my best thanks to you. I love you.
Aw, what's this lucky lady's name?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my new S-Series Combine. That thing is awesome.
John Deere's Harvest Tech helps you be your best you. Visit a dealer or johndeere.com/gain ground to upgrade.
You're no stranger to working in the dark. But with John Deere Operations Center, you can see your farm with more clarity than ever. That's because Operations Center provides insights you can access anytime, anywhere, allowing you to analyze your results, share with your advisors, and make a plan to improve yields, grow profits, and gain ground. See what you have to gain at johndeere.com/operations center.
It is 9:31. It's Friday the 13th. It's Frosty Friday. It's a good day. We've had good guests, good conversations, and thanks to you, we've gotten all the facts out over the airwaves, the public airwaves this morning. I think I would have blown that interview. I get too deep into the weeds.
I think you're way too hard on yourself. I thought your interview was great.
Always tell the newbies here it's who, what, when, and where. You got to get that covered, and
yeah.
I wasn't going to be able to do that without your assistance there.
That's why we're a team.
That's
Dave.
right. Teamwork.
There you go.
That's what we got to maybe make a plan tonight for axe throwing. Is it going to be individual or team or?
I've no idea.
How do you score it? Or is there a score?
Well, I assume there's like a target or a bullseye or something that you throw the axe at. I've never done it before. I've always wanted to. And boy, has it become a popular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is it possible for it to bounce back and hit you in the head?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Hope not.
You know, this is.
But if it does, we'll blame somebody else.
There you go. We'll
It's
blame Christy.
Somebody else day.
Christy's fault. It ain't my fault. Did you want to share some live reads, or what do you have left?
Yeah, we have just a couple left. Nebraska Land Hearing Center, of course, that's our good friend Roxanne, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience, offering the service right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Local, dependable service right here in Broken Bow when it comes to your hearing. Free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts just for buying local. And now Roxanne accepts Care credit cards. This enables you to finance hearing aids for over a period of time with lower payments. So ask Roxanne about the Care credit cards, and you can do that by calling her at 308-384-3852. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow, so there's no reason to go outside of the area anymore to get your hearing checked. To make your appointment, contact Nebraska Land Hearing Center at 308-384-3852. You'll find them in downtown Broken Bow, located in the Broken Bow Chamber building.
Thank you, Brent Apperson. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Woke up in a fever.
shirts or ball caps, Velma can help you put together something really neat. She carries only quality garments that will complement the stitching as well as look good. So stop by to take a look at her in-stock inventory. Velma offers you the chance to take a feel and look at her wide variety of merchandise before you order and personalize it. Choose to personalize something that she already has in stock, or take a look at the various styles of merchandise that she has. Of course, she can put together some really neat things for all different kinds of occasions like weddings, baby showers, anniversaries, whatever. If she doesn't have it, or you would like a different color or style, she will help you find what you're looking for in her many catalogs. So contact Velma today at Circle V Stitch and Post. 872-6173 is the number, and you'll find Circle V Stitch and Post just north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Good grief.
What? What's wrong?
Oh, wow. Shabam.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I forgot to mention it's National Rubber Ducky Day.
Oh, nice. Rubber ducky, you're the one.
I knew you were going to do that. 1973, Sesame Street brought Rubber Ducky.
Yep, Ernie.
News. Yep. With his friends Ernie and Big Bird. They made actually back in February of 1970, when sharing bath toys was still pretty risque. Does that sound right to you?
Oh,
I don't know why they'd be risque. The first rubber duckies were sold in the late 1800s.
Oh.
And they were sold as chew toys for teething babies.
Okay.
I guess maybe putting them in the bathtub and then using them for chew toys was not a good idea. And in the 1970s, Sesame Street brought Rubber Ducky to the forefront.
You betcha.
Almost forgot that, too.
Oh, wow.
That would have been disgraceful.
Only 42 finalists will have a shot at 2 second-row tickets and money for the Blake Shelton concert. Time to find out who's next.
Well, we'll find out who's next. Just call 872-2801. This time around, all of our calls in are brought to you by Power Solutions. Here comes a call right now. There we go. We have you on the air. Who are we talking to?
Hi, guys. This is Sue.
Sue.
Yay, Sue. How are you today?
I am good.
Good.
A girl named Sue.
There you go.
How's things up in the Sandhills?
Well, we got a lot of snow, and it's not melting any, but, you know, it's dozed out, so we can get around.
All right.
They're cattle.
That's good to hear. What song, which one of the clips would you like to hear and sing along with? Would it be Neon Light, Sangria, or Come Back as a Country Boy?
Let's do Neon Lights.
Neon Lights. I'll give you a sample, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
There's a neon light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't all that bright, but even though it's subtle.
All right, there's the sample. Now I think this is Brent's favorite. He seems to get kind of
I do
up.
like this one. This is my favorite one to sing along to. Okay, I'll sing with you, Sue.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
There's a neon light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't all that bright, but even though it's subtle.
All right. Sue, you're pretty good.
Good job, Sue.
Thank you.
You're pretty good, Sue. Let me play a commercial from Power Solutions, who are our sponsor right now, and I'll get your phone number off the air, Sue.
Okay.
And then
Great.
if you would join us February 1st at the Tumbleweed Cafe, we'll buy you breakfast.
Okay.
And we'll have 42 guitar picks there. One of them will be gold. And if you draw the gold one, you get the tickets.
Wow.
Okay, hold on.
Diesel engines have to be tough because they're expected to be reliable. Whether for service calls or work in their shop, call Power Solutions for help with your diesel application. They have parts and know-how that will bring the reliability you need from your diesel engine. Call Power Solutions at 872-5522 or swing by and say hi 1 mile outside of Broken Bow on East Highway 2. Power Solutions, your diesel engine connection and local Vermeer dealer.
Sue is jacked. She's pumped. And she's going to be there about 8 o'clock to have breakfast. And we're going to do the breakfast show starting at 7:30. And we'll have the drawing after breakfast.
Sounds good.
Any last thoughts? Man to the east?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah. You want to promo the wrestling one more time?
We can, yeah. We're going to be in Dunning for you. We'll be at the Sandhills Thetford Wrestling Invitational, kind of combining that with MNAC. They'll be handing out the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference Team Wrestling Championships that day as well. And so we'll be there to cover it for you, semifinal round on, and our coverage will start in the afternoon on Saturday. Tomorrow, KBBN 95.3 FM.
And online at kbbn.com. Download the app, like the Ruski says. I'd like to end the show today with a thought.
Oh, good, Dave. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a thought from Dave.
We have no limits to our world. We're only limited by our imagination.
Wow, that was good. That was deep. Woo.